Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be basically doing like another episode of the last one, but they're not really episodes.
So we're exploring an old world which we can't remember that well. And we're basically going to be exploring the library and my book room and reading all the books in it because it will take up a whole video.
So let's go to the book room.
Is there a pirate? There's a pirate book. So I'm going to read the first pirate book.
I want to read one of the kiddie books.
Oh my god, no, let's only read the short books.
No, we can read all of them. We got a long time.
Okay, I think this one's done by me when I was younger. Okay, once there lived a pirate boy in search of adventure. Life on the ship was long and boring. The pirate boy's name was Nathan. He had blonde hair like the sand of the sunny beach and pale blue eyes like the Mediterranean seas. Okay, Nathan was an only child.
Aren't they sometimes green?
I know. And his hobbies included gymnastics and surfing.
I thought he was a pirate.
Nathan was used to surfing on the waves when his untrustworthy parents had lowered the anchor and gone off to trade items they had found on their travels. Okay.
When the boat was out at sea, his parents forced him to do
restless chores like
sweeping the decks.
Oh, like sweeping the decks. One day, the ship found a cave inside of an island. Nathan was forced inside to investigate. He wished he could be away from his parents. He wished he could travel the world and find friends to play with. When Nathan had got deep into the cave, he saw a glow behind a huge rock.
Nathan was curious to find out what the glow was, so he pushed the rock out of the way. Behind the rock was an enormous, golden, glowing dragon. The dragon lowered its wing like it wanted Nathan to climb on its back. So that was what Nathan did. When he was seated, the dragon lifted its elegant wings and flew out of the cave. Nathan was finally free from his parents. The next few weeks passed, and Nathan had made a lot of new friends and had gone on lots of adventures with them. He loved his dragon, and he named it Sparky because it sparkled like a glowing moon at night.
The end. Okay, so I'm going to put that book back.
I will read Yo-Yo the dog.
Oh, that's a very short one, so you just read it.
Yeah. Yo-Yo was a little dog who was brown and had curly fur. He loved playing with her. She loved playing with her owner, Bella. Bella always gave her treats. One day, Bella took Yo-Yo for a dog walk, and Yo-Yo met another dog called Honey. They got on well with each other and became best friends. They all lived happily ever after. The end!
Okay, is there any other kiddie books? There is. The Rich Unicorn. Okay, I'm reading this one. This one's very, very short. The Rich Unicorn. Once there was a unicorn who loved dancing on rainbows. She danced all day and night. One day she followed a rainbow. It was a long, tough journey, but she made it finally. She found a huge pot of gold and celebrated by doing a big panda floss. That's a thing that Panda Lou does.
Yep.
She does the big panda
floss. I will read.
There's no scary stories.
Yeah, there is. I took it out.
Okay.
There's one that's extremely long, but we will have a page each. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Once there was a girl called Josephine who was born into an unlucky family. They were strange people who often drifted around the large house open-mindedly. The reason they drifted was because they were ghosts.
Oh.
To be completely truthful, Josephine was a ghost too.
The family had died in a plane crash when the driver, who was scared of creepy crawlies, saw a spider on his lap and died from shock. Josephine always giggled when she heard people talk about that. Ghosts never die and never grow up, so Josephine had stayed 11 for all of her life.
She wished that she could be human again. One day Josephine was drifting sadly down the driveway when she turned suddenly because she had heard the crunch of gravel behind her. She was surprised that there was a sound because her family and her didn't touch the ground.
It was a goblin from the kitchens on the 7th floor. How many floors does that place have? Jesus! He told Josephine that he was called Pip. He also told her that she could turn into a human, but she could turn into a goblin like himself.
He pulled out a little bottle from his mustard-splattered jeans and showed it to Josephine. Tomorrow there is a full moon. We will put the bottle under the stars tomorrow and dance around it. Bring your family too, squeaked Pip. Josephine was delighted.
She hugged Pip and promised to buy him a new pair of jeans if it worked. Then she drifted as fast as her ghostly legs could take her up to the others to tell them the good news. When the next night came, they all danced around the bottle merrily.
Josephine felt a strange tingling in her legs. She was getting shorter. It had worked. They were all suddenly in goblin form. Life was happy from then on. They were living with Pip, who now had new fancy trousers. Everything was amazing in their new life.
The end. Is that it? Is that all of the books?
I think that there's...
No, there's none. There's no more.
There's no more.
To the library, I guess. We just had to switch locations.
Yep. We might need to let in the dog, so we'll pause it.
Yeah.
And we're eating chocolate bars.
Yep, because why not? So, we are in the library.
Yep.
And there's history.
Mhm.
Stones.
Yep.
I'm guessing this was done by me. Can't read it. Can you read it? Try and read it. Can you press read? Yes,
Yep.
you can read. Read it.
Stones. The overly unpopular history of stones started way back in the Stone Age. Stones are also known as rock and are very common in caves and mines. Stones can also be very clever. Some say that stones have a mind of their own. Cave people in the prehistoric ages had stones too, but their stones were called fossils. Fossils have amazing historic dinosaur bones in them. If you broke open a stone and found a dinosaur bone in it, take it to a scientist quickly.
One thing. I'm pretty sure the Stone Age people and the cavemen had normal stones as well.
Yep.
Okay, let's just fly upstairs.
Yep.
We have loads and loads and loads of books in here.
Where's the upstairs again?
Just fly.
Oh yeah.
Shall we? So, about this, if you look in the chest, Freya. So all of these are Freya's Avenger books.
That are absolutely terrible. Please don't read them.
Let's go into my book about Star Wars.
Mhm.
It's 2 pages.
Mhm.
Okay.
You mean 6?
6? What?
Oh no, it's 4.
Okay. Darth Vader was on the run and Luke and Leia had to try and stop him, taking over the galaxy. Darth Vader was a powerful warrior and very dark as well. As Luke was looking through the forest for Vader with Leia, he spotted a rustle in the bushes. Leia jerked back a mile away and Luke had to keep her quiet. They had spotted a stormtrooper in the bushes and it was now on the run. They followed it back to its base and hid behind the trees outside. When the stormtrooper was gone, Leia jumped forward and took a rusty hair clip out of her robe pocket. She fitted it into the key and they were in. The base was creepy and it smelled like rotten mouldy cheese. They tiptoed through the endless hallways, holding their noses very tightly. A little shuffle came from the room in front. Luke peered into the room and was amazed when he saw Darth Vader, the most powerful warrior in the world, eating cheese. Luke and Leia pulled out their lightsabers from out of their pockets and jumped round into the smelly room. Ah! Screamed Darth Vader, who had been caught on surprise. They were silent for a while, but when Darth Vader spoke, this is what he said. Would you like to try some of my cheese? The end. Okay, what one next? What one? Okay, so we decided to look in the fantasy chest because all the others are just really boring. Do you want to read this one? Because I read the last one. There's a ding dong on our door. One. Okay, so we have devil emoji, alien poopy head, and tree leaves by you, Freya.
You are the devil emoji one. I'll read alien poop. I just dropped it. Alien poopy head.
Freya did alien poopy head.
As alien poopy head pooped ferociously on his golden toilet whilst killing his enemy with poo, but he apparently poops too much because then he died.
Oh. Okay, I'll read devil emoji by me. How long is this? 5 pages. Oh.
And then I'll read
Okay.
Trainers.
Reddy the Devil Emoji lived in the emoji world. There is lots of sections in the emoji world, such as the happy section, the sad section, the angry section, and the other section. The other section was where all the other emojis, like poo or human emojis, go. As you can probably guess, Reddy the Devil Emoji was always very angry. He was always in a bad mood. One day he got so angry at Tiger Emoji, who had smiled at him, that he went to punch the king's nose. The funny thing was that the king was a nose emoji. The king was furious. He stormed out of his office to the posh toilet. The king sat down on the toilet and the world exploded. The end! And Freya seems to be shoving her bum in my face. Are you ready?
Now I'll read Tree Leaves. I can't read it. It's like
Throw
that.
it to me.
Okay.
It's like stones. Throw it to me.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I can read it. Once there was a tree who was very unhappy tree. This tree was called Tree Leaves, who was very dumb. Okay? One day Tree Leaves was eating sunlight when he got too hot and died.
Okay then.
I have a feeling you were very young when you wrote that one.
Yup.
Shall we? No, that's not the horror section. We're going to read the horror section.
Yeah.
Because the fact section is just boring.
Yup. I want to read Connor and Cal.
Okay, I'll read War, whatever that is. I bet it's boring. Okay,
Yeah.
carry on.
Once upon a time there lived a little boy called Connor. His big brother Cal was having a bad day after his mum had told him to read a story to Connor. He was furious. Cal stormed into Connor's room. Little Connor, with his bright teal eyes, was backing into a corner near his cot. When Cal settled down, he pulled a book out of the towering bookshelf and sat Connor back in his cot. Cal read about a little kid under the bed. It was sure to frighten Connor. In the morning, Cal woke up early. Connor's girlish screams coming from the room next door. "There's a little kid under my bed!" Connor screamed.
See, that is the inside joke that we were talking about earlier.
Yup.
Now I feel this is going to be very, very boring. Evil was rising as night slowly turned to day. The dark forces were rising. The army was patiently waiting. A sudden scream came from the nearby house. Gunshots shattered over the land as the dead rise. Their beady eyes scowling angrily as they hobbled over. Gunshots, cries of pain and angry shouts. Suddenly everything stopped. The war had ended. They had won. Why?
Yay.
Why did they have to win? Why couldn't they lose? Anyways, guys, I
Hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe,
turn
and
on
post
post notifications.
to both of our channels, and we will see you all next time. Bye!